Hello there, boys and girls, and welcome to It's a Shaw Thing. I'm your host, Rob Shaw, talking some college football today. Not much change this weekend for the first time in a while, at least not in the top 6, according to the AP poll. That being said, there are a couple of teams that are looking from the outside in to be amongst the elite in the nation. I'm going to discuss 3 of them that are currently undefeated so far this year, with a legitimate shot at remaining that way. We'll start off with the team that's currently ranked 8th in the nation. That is the Texas Tech Red Raiders. They enjoyed a nice win this weekend, scoring 43 points in an 18-point rout of Texas A&M. Now, the usual suspects did perform well in this one. That includes Graham Harrell, a quarterback, 450 passing yards with 5 touchdowns. Number 1 target, of course, best receiver in college football. His name is Mike Crabtree. He had 8 receptions, including 2 that found him in the end zone. Now, this is an unbelievable offense. So far, they've scored at least 35 points in every single game this year. Overall, they tally up 557 total yards of offense per game. That is better than 200 than their opposition so far. So pretty impressive stats, and now things are going to get a little tough for them. Their next 4 games come against teams that are currently ranked in the top 20. If they can make it out of that alive, they should be the number 1 team in the nation. Talking about number 1 team in the nation, they host Texas on November 1st, so that's going to be a big one for them, but they all will be from here on out. Keep an eye on Texas Tech, certainly one of the best offenses in the nation. And on that topic, we've got another great offense to discuss. How about the Utah Utes, currently ranked 12th in the nation? They remained undefeated this weekend. A very nice performance, even without Urban Meyer, who needs him as their head coach. This is a team that's getting over 100 more yards on the ground than their opposition so far. Impressive indeed. Now, the best part about it, if you look for some big marquee names on the offensive side, there really aren't any. In fact, there's currently 6 players who are averaging greater than 40 total yards per week. At the same time, there's not 1 player averaging greater than 60 total yards per week. So that tells you the ball is getting passed around, a lot of players rushing, a lot of players receiving. As far as a star, looking for some star power, is a kid by the name of Sean Smith, plays on the defense, a junior defensive back, otherwise known as the one that got away from all those big colleges in California. The Pasadena native has 3 interceptions so far this year and is undoubtedly the star on the team's defense. The defense has been all right, and talking about defense, they're going to have to remain undefeated in order to play in a pretty big bowl game. They'll get a chance to move up the rankings. The regular season finale comes against 18th ranked BYU, a team with only 1 loss on the year so far. And finally, perhaps the team with the best chance at remaining undefeated this year, of all teams, who would have thought it, but the Tulsa Golden Hurricanes have been sensational. How about the fact that they put up 77 points this weekend against Texas El Paso? It's been a remarkable season for them so far. Now, the fact is, you got to know this about this team. They are able to move the ball both on the ground and in the air. David Johnson at quarterback had 5 touchdowns this past weekend, 434 passing yards. They could score. They're averaging over 620 total yards per game. It's a remarkable offense so far. Their biggest weakness is perhaps their schedule. They don't have 1 ranked opponent on their schedule so far this year. The only good teams coming up, perhaps the best, is one that's out of conference in the SEC, but unfortunately, it's Arkansas, a team that's just 3-4 so far this year. So currently the 22nd team in the nation, Tulsa, might be good, might remain undefeated, but it's going to be pretty tough for this team from the Conference USA to be in a decent bowl by year's end. Well, my friends, that's It's a Shaw Thing for now. We're talking plenty more college football on Thursday when we preview the big games coming up this weekend. Until then, have a great week.
So you think you can tackle a pro? There's only one way to find out. Click on fantasy at opensports.com.